brakes. I'm shitting on Farron.
Your peers. The electricity shall not be passed through your body until you are dead.
And now, an update from the John and Ken Execution Desk. Here's John and Ken.
Merry Christmas from the John and Ken Execution Desk. John Cobelt and Ken Shampoo, KFI AM 640.
It is.
This is how we celebrate the holiday season.
The last visit in 2014 to the Execution Desk for the John and Ken Show. I'm pretty confident of that.
We look back at the year gone by in executions.
We are going to do that.
How many of them? Who were they? How were they killed?
We have no new executions to report, but it will be a wrap-up.
We're going to rehash the old ones.
Well, I think we covered every one of these, didn't we?
I think so. These are my
Desk.
fondest memories of 2014.
There are 3 states, and you might know them by now, Texas, Missouri, and Florida, that accounted for 28 executions. That is 80% of the total.
Wow.
So
last 3 civilized states left in the Union.
The anti-death penalty people are celebrating because executions in the U.S., the number of them, are at a 20-year low. Part of this is the fight over lethal injections, which has drawn this out through the courts and resulted in a lot of complications.
You know what? This is where the states went awry. They allowed themselves to get bogged down in endless court fights over what the exact cocktail should be of these lethal injections. Because some of these states, a lot of these states, have the 3-drug combination, and one's supposed to stop your heart, and one is supposed to stop your breathing, the other's supposed to stop your brain, or something like that. And what they did is, it opened up, because the more moving parts you have more stuff to blame if something goes wrong, or you have more stuff to imagine will go wrong. Because they make legal fights out of what they imagine might go wrong.
Well, and of course, what got complicated there is apparently one of the European suppliers for one of the lethal injection drugs said, no more. We're not sending it to America. So what the states did, they had these local pharmacies produce the drug, and they didn't want them to be identified because they were afraid the anti-death penalty people would swarm them, harass them, and threaten them.
But
that led to another complication because the lawyers before the death penalty people said, hey, that's not right. We need to know where this is coming from. It could be dangerous.
The states have got to get out of the lethal injection business. They got suckered into it. They were made to feel bad, these governors and these judges. Well, I guess it's more humane. But you added all these layers of complication. Not only the 3 drugs, what order they should go in, how much, what the complications would be. Then you got into, as you said, the pharmacies, and they didn't want to do it. And then the doctors, it's like, well, doctors shouldn't be executing people. That's against their Hippocratic oath. It's like, whoa, we got way far afield here. Let's go back to a sharpshooter and a gun. All right, the gun manufacturers aren't going to bitch. The ammunition manufacturers aren't going to complain. And the sharpshooters are going to be happy to do their job and kill a bad guy. So you have to go back and simplify it. Go back to the old days. This has gotten us into a sewer of legal messes that are never going to end.
By the way,
bad road to go down.
Death sentences are also at a low, a 40-year low. I'm not talking about executions. That's at a 20-year low. But actually giving out the death sentence at a 40-year low in 2014, 71.
Now, is that jurors rejecting the death penalty? Or is that fewer crimes or fewer
prosecutors? I guess it's everything. It's all those things. There were 7 death penalty exonerations in 2014. And according to this statistical blip, it took an average of 30 years to discover their innocence. Really?
How nuts is that?
Yeah.
Because they spend a lot of the time doing nothing. They spend here in California the first 5 years, sometimes 7 years of your death penalty existence is done. You're in a cell waiting for a lawyer to be assigned to your case. It's not like they're working on the case every day for 30 years. Much of the time, nobody's doing anything, and you're just sitting there waiting.
In California, where we don't execute anybody and have not since 2006, there were 14 new death sentences last year, although our death row population is now over 745 inmates. So the leader, well, there were co-leaders. It is Missouri and Texas, who led the country in the number of executions in the year 2014.
Are they in the same conference?
No. Are they? Texas is in the Big 12.
Huh?
Missouri.
Well, we should have an execution conference.
I
love the way they're competing with each other.
Yeah. So now we'll tell you exactly who died. We have the complete list of executions
We're gonna
nationwide in 2014.
Do we have some execution music?
There were 2 women. That's graduation music.
The March of the Dead. The execution parade. Watch them walk by.
On January 7th of this year, Florida was the first to execute an inmate. He was 62 years old, Thomas Knight. By the way, the age he was at the offense, 23.
So
wow.
it took 39 years to get to him?
Well, first you have to try and convict him, and then,
Oh, my God.
it was lethal injection.
And January 9th, just 2 days later, Michael Lee Watson offed at the age of 38 in Oklahoma. Again, lethal injection.
Only 16 years, though, after the offense. On January 16th, just a week later, Dennis B. McGuire was executed in the state of Ohio. Oh, that's the one that got... He was 53. That's the one that got really...
Something went wrong.
Yeah. Ohio kind of abandoned executions for a while.
Then January 22nd, the year started off promising. Edgar Arias Tomeo, 46-year-old male from Texas, got the lethal injection.
Yeah, it's too bad. The only thing we don't know from this list is just the horrendous crimes that they committed.
You notice that's not part of the
record here.
Yeah.
Then on January 29th, Herbert L. Smalls, age 56, was killed by the state of Missouri by lethal injection.
Oh, we skipped one.
Oh, you're right. Sorry, January 23rd. Yeah.
Kenneth Eugene Hogan from Oklahoma as well, lethal injection. He was 52 years old.
Look at that. They did 2 in a week.
We did 6 in the first month of the year.
February 5th brought us the first female executed in the country of the year. Suzanne Margaret Basso was executed in Florida, age 59. Texas, age 59.
Then the next week, to celebrate Lincoln's birthday, Juan Carlos Chavez was eliminated from the planet. 46-year-old male from Florida. He got the lethal injection.
On February 26th, it was Michael Anthony Taylor, age 47, who was executed by the state of Missouri.
And on the same day in Florida, Paul Augustus Howell, age 48. A man from Florida got the lethal needle.
And it was March 19th, Ray Jasper III was executed by the state of Texas. One of the youngest ones to die, age 33.
Yeah, I think he was second youngest.
There's a younger one coming, yeah.
Then next day, Robert Laverne Henry, all 3 of them, age 55. He got killed by lethal injection in Florida.
And Missouri had its second execution of the year on March 26th. Jeffrey R. Ferguson, age 59, lethal injection.
March 27th, the next day, Anthony Dwayne Doyle, lethal injection in Texas at the age of 29. Look at that.
Yeah. Now, Texas went on a roll here.
He got killed in 9 years.
In fact, Texas has, I think, the record here with 4 consecutive executions.
Oh.
April 3rd, Tommy Lynn Sells was executed by Texas at the age of 49.
I like all the statistics. April 9th, 6 days later, Ramiro Hernandez Lanes, age 44, a man from Texas, gone.
April 16th, Jose Luis Villegas Jr., age 39, also executed by lethal injection in Texas.
A week later, William L. Rusin, 57-year-old man from Missouri. He's gone. Out of here.
April 23rd, the same day as Missouri executed Rusin, Florida executed Robert Eugene Hendricks, age 47.
6 days later, Clayton Darrell Lockett.
This one we know well.
This is the one where they stabbed him in the groin with the needle. The blood went spurting all over and ruined the doctor's jacket.
This basically resulted in Oklahoma standing down on executions for the rest of the year.
That was too bad.
On June 17th of this year, Marcus Wellens was executed in Georgia. Georgia got on the board.
Georgia's on the board.
Halfway through the year.
June 18th, day before my birthday, John Winfield, 43-year-old man from Missouri. Out of here.
And that was a doubleheader day because on June 18th, John Ruthel Henry was executed in Florida at age 63.
July 10th,
my birthday.
Eddie Wayne Davis.
Oh, my God. You guys are cracking me up.
It's my birthday, yeah.
You got one on your birthday. I didn't get anything.
You didn't get one.
That's not right. Lethal injection out of Florida.
July 16th, John C. Middleton, Missouri, killed him by lethal injection at age 54.
When's your birthday?
July 3rd.
You missed it.
You didn't get one either.
Yeah, they take the holidays off.
July 23rd, Joseph Rudolph Wood III, Arizona, 55-year-old man.
Arizona
lethal
got on the
injection.
board. August 6th, Michael Shane Worthington, age 43, again executed by Missouri. They had a pretty good run in the second half of the year.
September 10th, they killed Ringo.
Yeah, they did.
His records weren't that bad. Earl Ringo Jr., 40-year-old male from Missouri, executed.
September 10th brought us Willie Tyrone Trotty, age 45, executed. Oh, here comes Texas with 3 in a row.
That's right. September 17th, Lisa Ann Coleman.
The second woman.
Second woman from Texas, right? The other woman was from Texas.
Yeah, she was, yeah.
Yeah, they'll kill everybody there. She got killed on the 17th.
October 28th, Miguel Angel Paradis, 32, executed in Texas.
Then November 13th, I could see the second half of the year things slowed down. Chadwick Banks got offed in Florida at the age of 43.
And then Leon Taylor on November 19th in Missouri. The last two.
Robert Halsey, Georgia, lethal injection on December 9th.
And just on December 10th, Paul Goodwin, 48, executed by Missouri.
There you
We'll
go.
talk about that stuff.
There's your 35 executions for 2014. And we watch as they walk by with the needles dangling from their arms. March of the Zombies.
Or their groins.
Or their groins, that's right. Lockett's got the thing dangling from his groin.
Again, though, the lowest number since 1994, so
I think there'll be a comeback
the execution
next year.
desk may not be very busy, although, what did I do? Oh, yeah, just to let you know, the Texas Department of Criminal Justice has put out scheduled executions for 2015, and just in the first month, they're supposed to do 4.
There you go.
If they stick to the schedule. All right, more coming up.
John and Ken Show. Shannon has news.